This is Laura Mafka, aka Rogan Azrime, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why the dating market has fell apart completely. And I also want to shout out Chris G right quick for the donation. Shouts out to you, man, and all you guys who watch and appreciate the channel. I'm gonna try and get back to some of you guys in the comments who have asked me to react to things, etc. I'm doing my best. There's been a lot going on, but without further ado, let's get into today's video so we can hear more just of these hypocritical stances and just strange takes these modern women have on dating, man. It's brutal.
Do you ever feel like you only get ugly guys? Like all the men that you pull aren't hot or aren't attractive or not as attractive as you or just not interesting, not cool, not.
And this is how every woman that is living and breathing on the planet feels about 95% of men in today's dating world. Why do you think we have women saying that? Where are all the attractive men at? Why can't I get a taller man? Why do you think they're saying things like this? So she's trying to make it like, oh, women, they're just pulling just men that are unattractive left and right, and they just have to deal with those guys because they can't get something better. Why would they need to settle for a guy? Common sense. Why would they need to settle for a man when they have access to men worldwide on Instagram, Tinder, Bumble, etc., that they can talk to, who not only have good looks, they have money, they have connections, they have yachts, they have all the ways that are thrilling to entertain them. So why would they need to settle for a guy that's unattractive? Like, this makes no sense whatsoever.
Having any chemistry with you whatsoever, and you're like, I'm gonna date him anyways because I can't find somebody else. Well, here's what you're gonna do: you're gonna stay single. I'm serious, stay single because it's not worth.
And women are not already staying single already because they can't find this type of hierarchy of a man that they find to be just super attractive. They already aren't doing that. Like this is just ridiculous that she sits here and she talks as if, oh, women are just running to get into relationships with men, when we have a single men's epidemic going on right now with most men who haven't even dated in years or have never dated a girl seriously. So this is what makes her whole argument fall apart from the beginning, man. This is just brutal.
To be dating somebody who you don't find as attractive or who you don't find attractive at all just because you don't want to be alone. And there is nothing more attractive than a girl who is in her own power.
So women already do not have unlimited power of the dating market and have access to all various men that they can pick from. And she's sitting up here trying to be like, oh, girl, you don't need to rush to be in a relationship with someone you find unattractive. Just be single. When women have already said they're independent boss babes, they're choosing to go to college over getting into a relationship with an everyday average guy or below average guy until they meet that super attractive guy that has everything and ticks the whole boxes. So you mean to tell me that women are just running to settle when they have access to do things like that, to choose education over a relationship? They can choose whether or not they want to take a guy seriously. They're talking to just several different guys and picking like a literal bachelor's, just the female version, to where they have access to just pick and choose whatever guy they want to just get out their dating game, man.
A girl who knows what she wants, who doesn't take any shit, and who is not running after a guy. For what?
How many women are running out here for men? Unless they are over a certain height, unless they are making a certain amount of income, and especially unless they are actually super physically attractive to the chick to where she goes up to them, they're not running after guys. She's trying to make it like, oh, they're running after any guy out here, whether that be average or super unattractive guys, attractive guys. They're just going after any guy they can get to settle with. And then talking about, oh, knowing her worth and knowing what not to take off a guy. So you really think that women aren't already doing that when they say, oh, we're not going to date guys who aren't making a certain amount of income? He's not a certain height. He doesn't have a certain facial bone structure. I mean, this is just ridiculous, man. I mean, this is how they're actually thinking out here, these modern chicks, man. But let's get to the next video to show you more of the crazy brutality and what's going on.
A lot of y'all dudes need to stop trying to play it off and just admit it. Like, a lot of y'all dudes really do want a man. Because I be seeing, like, dudes getting online talk about how they in they soft boy era and they want to be taken care of and they want dates and they want flowers. Like, why as a man do you want somebody to spoil you? Like,
Now, she said a lot there already in 20 seconds of the video, so let's unpack this. First off, you start off by trying to assume the guy's orientation all because he's like, oh, I want to be treated a certain way. I want to be took out. I don't want to spend money. I want to get this from the girl. You're already trying to assume the guy's orientation as a shaming tactic, right? So that's already a little devious thing you're doing there. And then number two, this whole soft boy era, all these videos I've seen on TikTok of these men talking about, oh, I'm in my soft boy era. I don't do anything for a girl. Let's be realistic. How many of these men do you think are actually getting women to pay for dinner for them? How many men do you think are actually out here getting women to actually do everything for them? Most men can't even get a woman to glance their way, and you're over here talking about, oh, you men want women to do everything for you nowadays and have the roles reversed. How? When they can't even get a girlfriend and say, oh, hey, hon, could I stay at your house? Could I use your car? Could you pay the bills while I stay at home and take care of everything? They can't even get relationships. Like what are you talking about?
as a man, it should make you feel good to provide, to do for your woman. Like, what do y'all be doing out here? Like, y'all really be crying because y'all don't get the same stuff that women get. Like, y'all not women, y'all are men.
What are you talking about? Men are crying about not getting the same things that women are getting. Because this whole soft boy era thing it's a facade for men to just portray themselves as, oh, I'm a valuable guy. I'm no longer going to take things off these women. I'm going to let them pay for me. And you only have a few men who could actually pull off things like that, who are what? Meeting the whole attractive high standard. They meet the standard of, oh, this is the type of guy that the girl is going to take issues from. And how many men do you actually think are existing in today's dating market? Most men are non-existent. And they don't even get simple things such as compliments. They don't even get a hello from a woman. So when she wants to sit up here and talk about, oh, what men aren't getting from women, they don't even get simple things like that. And you're over here thinking that this whole soft boy era thing is a real whole thing to where men are just using girls for them to pay for dinner, for them to take them to expensive places. Like, this just shows you the inherent delusion that these modern girls have in their head about men nowadays, man. It's a shame that they actually think that men have it that easy out here, and they already know they don't. This is why they're online spewing the rhetoric they're spewing, so they can make themselves look more of the type of female messiah who's this type of pure goddess that needs to be saved.
Like, what is y'all doing? Y'all just be too sassy. Like, y'all be wanting to y'all be getting clear coats on y'all nails, clear coats on your toes. Like, what is y'all doing?
Like, what men are you referring to who are getting their nails done and having all these other feminine things done to them? Like, what men are you talking about? Be specific here. Like, this girl is she's just ranting out and raving about things that aren't even really going on with men like that. And the men she's talking about, those are very few men compared to the men who get no attention, who don't get any action from women. They don't even have women looking their way or offering to pay to take them out. Like, what is this girl talking about? But let's get to the next video, man, because my freaking mic is cutting out here, man.
When we say all men cheat, we do mean that, but a lot of people don't go far enough upstream to realize what the real root of the issue is, because it goes much further upstream than just all men cheat. Let me take you there. Most men would cheat if they were given the opportunity, and even more men would for sure cheat if they were not only given the opportunity, but given some sort of guarantee or promise that their significant other wouldn't find out.
Now, let's dismantle this whole thing right here. Now, she said that all men cheat, right? That men, if they had the chance to cheat, they would, and especially if their significant other wouldn't find out, that they would do it. Now, here's the thing, guys. How are men going to cheat on a woman when they can't even get into a relationship with one nowadays? Like, let's look at this logically clear. How can a man cheat on a woman when they can't even get in a relationship with one nowadays? Like, this is baffling to me. Like, what type of logic is this? And you're sitting up here thinking that, oh, you're spouting something that's actually true. Like, how do you know for sure that a man is going to cheat on you if he's never even given a chance to be with you? And then women will sit up here and they'll scroll through this, they'll like this, they'll repost this and say, oh, you go, girl, this is actually true, ignoring the fact that we have a singles men epidemic that is going on right now. And we have women who are choosing to be alone and single, all because the guy isn't attractive enough. So we should correct this topic. It should be correction. All men that are really attractive are going to cheat, because those are usually the men who have the whole deck of cards of girls to pick from. Those are usually the men that have women running after them. These are the men that are the toxic, misogynistic, just guys that are not good to be around, that these girls complain about. But, oh, since he's attractive, I'm going to give him a chance. Like, this is inherent lying.
Why is that? Men are taught under the patriarchy that saying no to themselves, aka being disciplined, is a failure. Hearing the word no for a man means that he failed. And saying yes to yourself and or hearing the word yes in general is treated by men under the patriarchy as a conquest.
This is such a ridiculous concept and thing that she's trying to conflate here with patriarchy and intimacy for men and how we express ourselves through that intimate energy with women. I mean, this is just weird, man. Because for one, if a man gets told no, that means that he's rejected. There's no arguing about that. And if a man gets told yes, that means that he's succeeded. Like, this is just simple common sense. And then she's trying to make it like, oh, this is such a patriarchal thing to where if a man is told yes by a woman especially, it's seen as a conquest. Like, what type of thinking is this? Like, you're trying to conflate male intimacy with patriarchy. Like, those two things don't go together. And the men that you're sitting up here talking about that do all this toxic masculine stuff, that are like these alpha bros or whatever, these are the men that you are going after, who have the looks to them. They have the money. They have all the things that you want that make you feel good on the inside about tolerating his disrespect and nonsense. This is what you're choosing to embark on. But again, no accountability. Oh, let's blame the patriarchy. Let's say, oh, that's the issue for why men view just intimacy as a conquest. They don't view it as an emotional thing. But funny thing is, when a man views intimacy as an emotional thing, when they're actually getting attached to the chick, what happens? The girl starts to pull away. She's like, he's needy. Oh, he's too clingy. Oh, he's not the type of man that I thought he was. So now I need to go for a better guy who understands his own worth. Meaning, he understands that I'm not the whole center of the universe once the attraction metrics is met with the man, right? Because it's like, once you get past that, it's a lot more stuff that you have to deal with. Because that's the thing. Men have to understand that being attractive, that's only just the first start of the whole torture Olympics you have to go through in dating, man. You know, the second and third phase of it is terrifying. The things that you have to go through, the emotional ups and downs that you have to go through in relationships with these girls, because they can't be responsible and say, okay, I'm going to date a man seriously. I'm going to date a man to marry. I'm not going to play games. I'm not going to sit up here and use these terms as patriarchy to try and say, oh, men's just intimate, see, and their needs and urges are just so uncontrollable. When they say no to themselves, it's viewed as failure. But when they hear yes from someone or yes from themselves, it's seen as a conquest. This is insane thinking, man. And you wonder why modern dating is done for. This is exactly why, because of this thought process right here, not only from modern chicks, but the thought process from men as well, who think that they need to conform to this type of stuff. Men who actually think they need to live up to some extreme burden of masculinity. Now, does the patriarchy in general in the past put toxic standards on men to live up to? Okay, yes. When it comes to showing emotions, men were told that they're soft, that they're weak, whatever. If they don't do everything from a woman, for a woman, they're not a real man. Okay, yes. But other than that, sitting up here trying to demonize men's intimate needs, it's ridiculous. But without further ado, guys, that's all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment section. I highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out here. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.